Hey GH peeps, what's happening? It's your girl, Twerry Babes, coming at you with the late night review for Taco Tuesday. Hey, Taco Tuesday. It is Taco Tuesday, guys. February the 20th, 2024. Hope you guys had a good Tuesday. I had a pretty good Tuesday. Yes, I had me some homemade guacamole that I myself made with some nachos that I myself cooked up, and it was delicious. Just got through watching some General Hospital, and all I can say is, okay. Sonny out here cleaning his closet. Nina and Valentine out here plotting to use the invader as the ultimate revenge. And I'm all here for this crazy hot mess, baby. But anyway, guys, as always, as usual, please leave your highlights and your highlights and comments in the comment section. I really do love and appreciate your guys' highlights and comments. If you haven't, if you like my content, hit that like button. And if you like the videos, the lives, 'cause I'm getting back to the live soon, guys. Hit that subscription button. I really truly do appreciate each and every single subscription. It means the world to me that I have a whole bunch of other peeps out here that likes General Hospital just like I do. But anyway, guys, let's talk about it, okay? Because General Hospital was given, honey. So we're at Mr. Corinthos' penthouse. And Mr. Frank is, no, not Mr. Frank. And Miss Diane is being sent out to serve and deliver. We'll talk about that later. And Dante walks in and they play the guess who's son's who. And Dante's like, well, it doesn't matter which son's coming to see you. And, they discuss Olivia Jerome. I think that was, I hate that they offed her off so fast, because it would have been nice for her to come back, but, who knows with Olivia Jerome. She's been unalived several times and has always found her way back to grace us with her insanity. But anywho, Sonny does let Dante know that he ain't got nothing to do with that. And Dante lets Sonny know that he knows. And he lets him know that she was part of the mob hit shooter sniper thing that's been happening. And I want to get that this shooter is also connected to the other mob hits, and that there's two men involvement. And they discuss the traitor and finding them or him. And Dante offers, of course, to help his dad because he loves his father and he doesn't want his father to get caught up in the situation. And when Dante starts trying to pinpoint, who's who and what's what, Sonny first, lets him know that it wasn't Dex, but gets a little bit under the collar. And I think it's probably because of, this whole entire thing with with Michael and Carly hiring Dex to protect him like he's a child. His words, not mine. And he starts going off on Dante, and he's like, "You think I can't run my organization?" And that's when Sonny informs Dante that he did find a rat, not the rat, but he found Dex. And that's when he explains to him about the connection with Michael hiring him to bring him down, to bring me down. His pride is super freaking hurt. And how he added on Carly later to protect him like a baby. And he didn't just say he was going to do it. He actually did it. Like, he just wasn't talking about doing it. He actually did it. Now, I understand that, Sonny feel hurt. He do. But Dante turns it around and says, well, Dad, at that time when it started, Michael felt like you betrayed him too. I love Sonny's and Dante's growing relationship. And Dante could really be the ass and milk this for all he is and just throw Michael down and just step all over him and claim his rightfulness as the firstborn son, because it's always been a thing, going back between him and Michael, just because whatever. Dante came later, but Dante's Sonny's blood son. But Dante didn't. He chose the high road. Like, look, no, Dad, no, we ain't gonna do this. Michael, felt that you kind of, did the same thing to him. And if you think in a way, he did. Okay, he did. Dad, you don't stand up against me for your woman and then have her slash me and slander me in my good name, especially the woman who kept you from me. Come on, man, are you serious? So come on. I mean, Sonny is just, what did Aurora say? Sanctimonious. Moving along, Dante tells Sonny that he needs people that care about him, and Sonny's like, well, that's what your brother said. And Dante says, yeah, there's no room in his life for people. Well, and then Sonny says there is no room in his life for people he can't trust. So we know where that serving thing, that was looped up into that. I ain't got no room in my life. Dante brings up all that his dad has lost and asks about Dex again, and is he okay? And then Sonny's like, he's all right. He's alive. I let him live. But he's gone. And then Dante brings up a really good. He said, yeah, don't forget that misguided actions don't always mean bad intentions. And Sonny fires back, yeah, but lies and loyalty don't mix either. And he lets his son know that there's a special place in hell for anybody that puts his family in danger, and Sonny Corinthos plans on sending them there. Now, if y'all didn't take note that the black hair the hair is dyed. The hair is dyed black, honey. Sonny Corinthos looks younger than his son. I mean, Sonny's a good-looking man, but, Dante is, of course, younger, and he is good-looking. But if Dante, dye your hair, baby. Your daddy looking younger than you. That's all I'm going to say about that. But I don't know if that's supposed to symbolize Sonny, because that hair is dyed black, baby. Like, he just came and got it slicked in. Y'all peep game to that. I know y'all did. We're going to fly on over to the Metro Court, and we got Laura, Robert, and Mr. Valentine. Now, guys, I have nothing but highlights for this one because I was behooved by this whole the audacity of Valentine. The audacity of Valentine. And this is why we got a problem already with Char. She going to end up growing up just to be horrible with this man as her father. That's all I'm going to say about that. But they're together discussing Char's consequences for her stalking Anna. And Robert is not pursuing any charges. Well, okay. This is what he's pursuing. This is what he wants. He says at this time he's not pursuing any charges. And I like how he put that, because that must mean that later on Char might be a person of some bad interest before she turns to an adult, and she might have to serve some time or something. It's a Cassadine. That's all I'm saying. Little Helena II. But she's going to have court-ordered therapy, 1,000 hours of community service, and 3 years probation. And Valentine ain't happy with that. He's like, what? Maybe Char will get better options if she goes to court and faces a judge. And I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you? That's great, man. What are you saying? She could have served real time for that. Are you serious? She could have served at least 6 months. You know what I'm saying? In Pittenville for females. Or wherever they send little bad girls to. But Valentine like, no, my privileged daughter doesn't deserve to go to anything. She should get an award for doing what she... Oh my gosh. And Laura seeing that Mr. Valentine was about to lose himself, pipes in and says that, well, we're just grateful that she's not facing detention like she should be facing detention. But she's not. Her privilege is giving her a little smack on the hand. And I think 1,000 hours of community would be good, because she also was bullying people when she was younger. This child needs to learn something of her bad behaviors. But anyway, And but Laura mentions that she's that it's good that she's not going to jail, and that she's actually is going to therapy, which is a good thing because the child is definitely off her rocker. And Robert lets Valentine know that while he won't go after Shar, he has no problem going after him. And Laura looks like, okay, let's go. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being fair. I got a problem I got to tend to. And she's starting to head out. And she, of course, tells Valentine to come with her because she don't want him to blow this deal. This is a good deal for her grandbaby. And Valentine, of course, after Laura Lou leaves, Valentine accuses Robert of coming after him. And Robert tells him he'll just have to keep him guessing. But he got a date. And I'm like, this has nothing to do with you, Valentine. If this had anything to do with you, Valentine, you chump, no, I don't like Valentine no more because I ain't doing my Anna. But anyway, if this had anything to do with you, Valentine, your daughter would be looking at least 6 months to a year. Okay? Because it's not like she stole anything, but she did vandalize people's property and did breaking and entry. That right there gets you 6 months to a year. Stalking and all that, yeah, probably a little bit longer with the stalking. But 3 years probation is sweet. That somebody needs to monitor her because Valentine ain't never going to monitor that child. You see how he acted? All like, oh, not mine. And then the other one, the one just as bad as he is. Oh my gosh! And what we are about to talk about her. We about to talk about both of them. And I took plenty of notes because this was juicy. Juicy. Meanwhile, at the Metro Court, Diane is serving Nina the divorce papers, baby. I was like, well, that came out of nowhere. Here I was thinking he wasn't even going to do that. But when he said he is getting the what out of his life? People he can't trust, gotta go. I wonder if he gonna send Michael some divorce papers too. I'm being messy. But let me get back into it. But I don't know how Dante's trying to sing up Michael. We might see a Sonny and Michael gatherings in the future. But yeah, like I said, Diane serves Nina the divorce papers and lets her know that it's a 50-50 split of all assets occurred during their marriage. And I'm like, does that mean he get half of the Metro card? Because she got it during their marriage. He get half of the Metro card. So he get 25% of her 25%. Because he said 50-50 split of all assets occurred during the marriage. That's the only asset I think that, Nina's got money, so she's going to keep her money. But does that mean he gets to have half ownership of the Metro Court? That would be hilarious. But everything else, you keep what you came with. So basically, ain't nobody taking no money from nobody, but there's a 50-50 split in the assets. And I thought that was kind of funny because neither one of them is hurting for money, but if Sonny wants to be petty, I guess. Nina brings up the fact that I haven't even had any contact with him. Thought he was just cooling off. I was giving him space. We may have had another try. But then, no contact in this, a divorce paper. I'm like, yes, you Fruit Loop. A divorce paper. And you going after Carly and the Invader and Diane and the Invader is going to make him even happier about getting it. You Fruit Loop. Anywho, Nina tells Diane that she never liked her. And Diane tells her that this is not personal. Hence the reason why Diane did not want to do this in the first place. And Nina brings up everything she's done. Like, turning the SEC on your homegirl and lying to your boss. And that Diane is probably gloating inside because of her destruction. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're such a victim. And Diane's like, girl, I've had many triumphs in my long career. And your failed marriage is not one of them. Ain't nobody trying to set you down and bring your marriage down, you idiot. You did it yourself. And she still just won't say, okay, it was me. I did it. It's like she'll say it and then she'll forget. Nina tells her that it's sad that her only accomplishment, she tries to throw a low blow at Diane and talking about, well, it's sad that the only accomplishments you have is career and those types of achievements. But that's not a life at all. I'm like, what? That's what you gonna come back with? Oh, and this is what my girl Diane says. Okay. Oh, so you're concerned about me? Oh, so you want to play? I got time, boo. I got time. We can play. You know nothing about me, but I know about you. It reminded me of the Eminem song, Eminem rap diss on the 8 Mile Road at the end. You're a heiress, a bona fide. Hold on. You're a heiress. Benefited your whole entire life from that soft landing. You're kind of okay, hold on. She says you're a heiress, benefited your entire life from soft landing that your kind of money provides. 3 months for assault and kidnapping in a luxury mental hospital, and you walk out free as a bird. Then the Nixon falls. You take advantage of somebody who has amnesia, and then then you follow him back to Port Charles and take advantage of his weakened marriage state. Just to become the rebound. I was like, okay, I'm with that. You set yourself up as an embodiment of sweetness and light. Thank the Lord that Sonny has woke up. But don't you worry, boo. You'll have that soft landing again. Basically, she just told her, you ain't never had to deal with anything ever in your life. You've always had somebody to protect you, to cover you when you fall. You've never really hit rock bottom. You've always had a soft landing. You're high risk. That I felt that stuff. And GH Sunday Shift was talking about the same thing, about how Nina has this whole entire support system. But people like Ava don't have no support system. Sonny could kick her out to this day, and she's just out with her, and he could do whatever he wants to do. Ava don't truly have a support system, but Nina has always had somebody taking up for her, looking out for her, despite of all the hell that she has caused. I was like, okay. But my lady Diane, she was like, boo, come on, I got time today. You want to play the victim with me? We can do this victim, and I'm gonna read you. And she read her, and I loved it. Diane is the queen. I know what you're gonna say, Kyrese, but I don't care. Diane is the queen. I can't wait till we do our live together. Anyway, we're going to move over to the other side of the Metro Court, because now Diane and Robert, they just ready to go. They do not want to. She looking over at Nina. He looking at Valentine. They ain't got time for neither one of them. But we all know that Nina and Valentine definitely got time to put some light and hurt and pain in Diane and Robert's life. And I don't know where I want to start, because then we're going to go right. Oh, so then Nina tells Valentine that Sonny sent her those divorce papers. And she really feels like Diane did it on purpose. And she don't even know that Sonny sent Diane to do it. And that's, once again, Nina, I don't think you know your man. But anywho, and Valentine thinks that Sonny is a fool. And I think that Valentine's ironically a fool too, because you had your chance with Nina and decided to play the game of bringing up some girl that wasn't her biological kid and tried to play it off that she was. So who's the fool, man? You had Nina. You were even married to her at one time. Who the fool, Valentine? The one that had her and lost her. Sonny didn't do nothing to lose Nina. Nina did that shit, but you, my friend, are the fool. Then how you did my girl Anna, you a bigger fool. I can't even believe he calling somebody a fool. I could sit here and talk about how much of a fool he is, but I ain't got time. Anyway. And they discuss and then he says something about going after, basically they're going to go after Robert and Diane with their little invader. This is about to be a hot mess, and I'm for it. They about to be roasting all kind of people, probably having all kind of private investigators digging up dirt on Carly, Drew. Everybody really knows Carly's business. about how she came in. I mean, if she just brings that up and if she shames Carly with that again, that's just gonna make Willow and them hate her. So good luck on that thing, Nina. I want my daughter back. You're about to sink that deal. But I guess her and Valley toast to going after Robert and Diane. That's their new line of anger. And then they discuss the divorce and the unfair treatment of Shar facing those charges and that little probation. And Nina's like, what? 1,000 hours in community service, 3 years of probation. I'm like, see, you are the other reason that Charlotte is messed up. Can we please bring back her real mother? Can we please bring back her real mother? Because this child needs guidance. And if she's raised by Valentine and Nina, it'll be a Cassadine Nina, and that's a scary combo. Anyway, and then Val's talking about, yeah, but Laura stopped me before I said anything because I was about to go off. I was like, hey, wait a second. What? When did Laura step in between you and say, no, Valentine, don't say that? Did y'all hear Valentine start to clap back, talking about Laura had to hold him back for saying something before he blew up and made it worse. Made it worse for your daughter, idiot. Yeah, that's what you would have made it worse for, your baby. She should be doing 6 months in jail, in juvie or something. Privilege is off the chain out here. But anyway, but Valentine does offer his condolences about the divorce and the nerve of him, you being treated so badly. And now I hope you realize he's not the man that you loved. And I'm like, isn't it ironic? Should we go back to what you did to Nina when you had her, bro? Are you seriously trying to throw jabs? You hired somebody to pretend to be her daughter, and you really think you're the better man than Sonny? I hope Sonny knocks the boots out of Anna and has her singing. Yeah, y'all heard me. I said it. And then where was I at? Because I wrote a little side note to that. And Nina's like, okay, hold on. The man you fell in love with. Valley tells Nina not to sign the. Oh, okay. And then, they Nina and Valentine discuss the ground rules, and he says you're too classy to grovel. And she's like, grovel? Pfft, you know me. And I'm like, she'll be groveling. She's been groveling this whole entire time. We know that. Girl, bye. Sonny, I just want to, Willow, I just want, that was groveling, guys. That was groveling. But, she's telling Valentine that she don't do that. She was. And then Valentine brings up, well, you did fall in love with a gangster. And Nina brings up Nixon Falls and how her and Mike would have been better off if they just would have stayed there. Because, Wiley and Willow and Amelia weren't that really important to her, as she just proved with that statement. That's to you Nina lovers. Anywho, Valentine nicely and promptly reminds her that wasn't reality. None of it was reality. Sonny is reality. And Nina says, well, I know who I married. And then Valentine says, I can't believe I'm going to tell you this then. Then don't give him the divorce. And she's like, what? The only thing he does want is divorce. She says, well, don't give it to him. And I'm like, okay, so I'm going to tell you what happens when you do this to Sonny. Because his hair's dyed black now. So I think we're more Sonny than Mike now, right? Smike, right, about this moment. And whenever you box Sonny in, he gets dangerous. And he might end up banging your girlfriend. And making sure that you see that he's banging your girlfriend. Girlfriend meaning Ava. Or somebody else for that matter. But don't box Sonny in trying to use your marriage as a way to make him cave in, because that don't work. But we'll find out, because guys, we don't know. This could be, his hair's dyed black. He still might have a little bit of Smike left in him, but I don't know. That hair dyed black. Sonny is reckless, honey. Don't put that mug in the corner. We do not put Maurice in the corner. You do not surround Maurice. He might bite. So we're going to get off of that. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that right there. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Anywho, we're going to go over to the Ashford's house. And guys, this story right here had me just... Anyway, so Jordan coming over here because she just cannot... I just want somebody to get Jordan to stop loving Curtis, okay? She just, it's sickening. And yeah, but what are you talking about, Twerry? What do you mean you don't want to help out in your own case? Oh, Jordan said no. He calling Valentine. Yeah, and I got some bad news too. He doesn't want to help. Girl, if you don't find you something to do, well, if they don't find her something to do so she can get off of this, I gotta help my ex-husband. I gotta help it. Girl. So Jordan comes over to tell them, Jordan comes over to tell them what they're not allowed to hear, but she's going to say it anyway because Curtis and Portia bring up the Scouts honor badge and swear that they will never ever let anything come out of here at all. I was like, so you couldn't break the rules for him when y'all were married, but you can break the rules now, Jordan? And she says, oh, I'm not going to tell you everything, but she tells them basically everything, doesn't she? Because I don't think she didn't tell them anything that she didn't know. Maybe she didn't tell them about the O'Neill situation. Yeah, yes, she did, because she told them about Cyrus. So what is it that she didn't say? Anyway, both parties swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, and they won't tell anybody, and they will never, ever, ever leave the house. Oh, boy. She didn't deputize Portia and Curtis, guys. Anyway, Jordan tells them that they know the shooter's agenda and who the target actually was, and that she can definitively say that the target was for Sonny, and that the shooter is after all the mob bosses. And Curtis tells Jordan that he has started to look into things himself, which he did. He talked to a mob boss. And Jordan offers Curtis to become a more of an active member in the investigation. Curtis is like, yes! Looks at his wife and she's like, I can't play with you guys. My mommy says I got to be in the house before 10 o'clock. I got to put my family and my daughters and everybody first. That's exactly how it was. He was like, I can't play with you guys. I'm sorry. Wanted to say yes so bad. Portia's face was looking at him like, what, motherfucker? For real? And you in the motherfucking wheelchair? For real? I just got me some D not too long ago. But you trying to lose all of your feeling? Okay, guys. I'm getting off track. Oh shit. Ooh, okay, calm down, Twerry. So, Curtis declines, but doesn't tell Jordan what Sonny told him. And I was a little bit like, so we're not going to share that little caveat what Sonny told you about the WSB connection? Okay, I guess. He wants to hold it for himself so he can hold his secret investigation. So Jordan tells him about the Cyrus connection, which neither one of them are happy about. And Curtis tells Portia that, so Jordan heads out. That's what she calls Anna. Yeah. So Curtis can't come and hang out with us. He can't play in the sandbox, girl. His mama said he got to be in by about 6 o'clock before the lights come out. That's exactly how it felt like. Like, girl, take your butt on somewhere, Jordan. Stop it. Stop it. So anyway, going back to the Ashford house, Curtis tells Portia that he wants to warn Miss Wu about what's going on. And Portia's like, you mean the woman who came in that house with them flowers trying to make you give the Savoy up? And he's like, yeah, Hersey, what really happened is that, baby, we've been doing so good and stuff, and I've been getting closer to you. We know, Curtis, y'all just knocked the boots a couple of days ago. And I really feel like we connecting. So yeah, I was getting, paid on the side from Miss Selena holding illegal gambling at my spot. And I was wondering if she was going to tell her about the fact that Selena also offered to fix the DNA results for Curtis. But I guess he ain't going to mention everything. No, not everything, guys. He ain't going to mention everything. Now, what would happen with that? And of course, Portia is not happy. She's like, what? Are you serious? So that's why she thought she could come over here and do all that other woo, 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 woo. And he's like, yeah, she was out of line for that. She was out of line for that. And she was like, hold on, where was I at? Because these two had me rolling. So basically Portia ain't happy. And she's terrified now that the shooter might be coming after Curtis. And Curtis is like, me? I'm not a mobster. She's like, no. First you were helping Miss Selena Wu with the backdoor gambling. And now you up there talking to Sonny Corinthos about stuff. How do I know that you could just be collateral damage again? I just got the D back. Don't take the D from me, boy. We gonna leave the Ashford home because I can't take him serious. And I should be, but I can't. Is there anything else I forgot? No, I ain't forgot nothing. We gonna head on over to where Cyrus works at. Because we got Anna up there flashing her gun. I mean, not her gun, but her badge. And I'm like, you really think that's gonna make Cyrus be helpful? He don't like the cops. Oh, he talks about how much he don't like the cops in this. So, Anna goes and sees Cy about using one of his followers to save a life, including his own. And Cy just ain't interested in anything in helping her, and he don't want to be using his people to be doing it either. And Cy ain't, she wants Cyrus to use his powers of persuasion and influence to get O'Neill to spill the beans and stop the killing. Cy don't like the deception part and tells her, I'm sorry, but this is not my way. It's like, oh, we got morals and levels now, huh, Cyrus? I'm sorry, I only use my deception parts for when it's good for me. I ain't gonna help you fools do nothing. And Anna tells him that she listens to his radio station show and how he is so persuasive and gifted, and he could be a real asset to them to gain the intel that we need. And I was like, look at Anna, lightweight, trying to manipulate Cyrus. Okay, I see you, WSB agent. But Cy ain't falling for that. He says, well, you know what? Guess what? I don't work with cops. There you have it. I really feel for the situation that you're in, but I don't work with cops. I'm sorry. Just don't do it. And that's when Laura says, well, I'm here to manipulate you. Will you work with me? I was like, oh, okay. And he even says it. Oh, so they bring in the big guns? Yes, they double teamed you, Cy. It was a double team of manipulation all day long. Because Laura goes right into it, guys. Tell me if I'm wrong. She'd be like, Laura, okay, let me go back. I'm gonna stop. So Cy is surprised that Laura is all for working to save mob bosses, and Laura reminds him that he is helping his fellow man. It reminds Cyrus that he used to be a mob boss himself. And then she dangles her, you know you want me to see if you've changed, right? Manipulation 1. Tells him that she's listened to his radio station. I almost believe what you were saying. Manipulation 2. And Cy don't like the idea of helping. And then she brings up the fact that he could be helping somebody that he has an angst against, and that's Sonny. And he's like, Sonny, yeah, this man beat me up, left me dead, left me almost unalived. And I'm like, dude, you did taunt him, but okay, you're being manipulated, so I'm gonna go with what you're saying right now. And where was your concern for me? Where was your concern for me? Manipulation 3. Well, that was the time when little baby Ace was gone and Esme and Spencer. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Look, I'll do it, okay? I'll do whatever you want me to do. I was like, game sold. Game sold. Lord just got her brother to do something. And all I'm going to say is this. Laura better be prepared for Cyrus to come collect receipts. If you're going to sit here and keep saying, well, you want to prove yourself to me, you want to prove yourself to me, he keeps doing things in behalf of that, Cyrus is the type of guy that's going to want to collect receipts. Laura, are you going to be able to cash them when he collects? I want to see the angel. I want to hang out with my sister. Can I come over for Christmas dinner? I'm just saying. Cyrus is going to want to collect receipts. I hope Laura ready when he do. Because he going to come a-calling. We're going to move on to the last and most cutie pie story. And that's my favorite. Robert and Diane. And I know I'm talking about doing them. I'm doing them last. But that's because I almost forgot to talk about them. But Diane is not happy that Sonny got her to serve Nina. And she don't like doing stuff like that. And she ain't happy about Nina thinking that she wanted, first of all, that she wanted to hurt her. And secondly, that she don't have any other type of joy in her life but accomplishing kills in the courtroom. To which Robert says, well, they do call you Killer Miller. And Robert tells her about how Valentine's accusing him of being biased to Shar. BS. And Diane calls Valentine a pompous ass. But to wrap that up, they got each other's back and they get it in the sack. Ow! If you know what I mean. So that is the end of today's show, guys. It has been a pleasure talking about it with you today. I had too much fun. Once again, please like and subscribe if you like the content. I hope you guys have an amazing day tomorrow and get some amazing rest. I will talk to you soon. Mwah! See you then.